Watch this. Watch the power of Mother Nature.
The legendary Ginsu Night.
Today, for only 3 small payments of $19.99,
plus shipping and handling,
we're going to rank the top 90s infomercials.
It's a lady of the night. Info. They said nympho. I'm sorry.
I thought you were talking about Suzanne Summers with the Thigh Masters.
Thigh Master. We may not have been born with great legs, but now we can look like we were.
Does the shoulder strap in your car cut into your shoulder? Introducing the Tiddy Bear. That's Tiddy Bear.
He is talking on the phone, getting out of hand. Look out! You need phone relief. The ultimate in hands-free phone design.
You said it, and...
If you can make a ponytail, you can topsy-tail.
But wait, there's more.
Let us amaze you.
I am so excited to be here.
Call now.
For rush delivery, call 1-800-348-1815.
Welcome back to the Twerk Epic Show.
Yeah, I feel like we've done this before.
Yeah. For those out there,
Like 130
one thing that you
sometimes.
might not understand about recording a podcast every single week is sometimes you forget to hit record.
Yep.
So this is take 2 of our episode because we recorded about 10 minutes of it and it wasn't recording at all.
Not naming any names, JT, which is not a name. It's initials.
It is. It is. So that means
But you go by that.
this one's going to be even better.
Yep.
So
Here we go.
infomercials, particularly from the 90s.
Yeah.
Are you tired?
No.
What does
better.
what does an infomercial mean to you?
It's a lady of the night.
Lady
info. I thought you said nympho. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh man. I thought you were talking about Suzanne Summers with the Thigh Masters. Boom!
We'll get to her
Yeah.
for sure.
What's the infomercial to you?
It's it's crap you don't need,
Crap you don't need.
and it comes on after midnight.
That has a much more, I don't know, that's a more effective definition. It's crap you don't need.
Yeah,
But
but you want it.
you were saying this in our preparation.
Yeah.
That was the Amazon back then, though.
Oh yeah, it was the Home Shopping Network,
Home Shopping Network.
QVC.
QVC.
You could wear it, with a pearl ring if you wanted to, like that.
Doing very well, thank you. Do you own the What-A-Saw penny?
Yes, I do. I bought it for my husband when it was today's special value.
Okay, and what kind of success has he had with it so far?
Oh, wonderful. He's used it for pruning and several other little jobs around the house.
Mm-hmm.
Which I've told you this story before because we were recording.
Oh, we thought we were.
We were not recording. For Christmas, it's recording.
Yeah, we're good.
You might every episode need to check this.
Right. I'll glance over it.
Maybe in my notes here, I'll put record.
I'll take a look at it now and then.
I watched QVC and they had this Red Stratocaster. And I think that's one of the main reasons I started playing guitar.
I remember you telling me
I was
this before we started recording.
Great. But infomercial.
Oh, you have the real definition.
Not necessarily. I have one from the internet.
Oh, okay.
Infomercial is a form of television commercial that resembles regular TV program, but it is intended to sell you a product, service, or idea, and generally includes a toll-free telephone number.
Toll-free.
Toll-free. And I remember they always had at the end, if it, not the special, just if it was an infomercial commercial,
Yeah.
like a shortened one, at the end, they had the little blue screen.
Yeah, the background.
And they had like the yellow font phone number underneath it. And then at the top right or left, I can't remember, they had like a MasterCard and a Visa logo.
Yeah.
And then they would say like, only 19, every single thing costs $19.99.
Yeah.
Every single thing. Sometimes it was 37 payments of $19.99 plus shipping and handling.
Would you buy a boat?
Yeah. So I think for me, it can be anything that you had to pick up the phone and call now.
Yeah. And you're right. It was always a blue screen with a yellow number.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was or what that was for.
Yeah.
If that was supposed to be enticing. But, I mean, I definitely remember it. So it obviously worked on me.
Yeah. And a lot of this stuff came on after midnight, like you said. And it would just be like, if you looked at the TV Guide channel, it would literally just say paid programming or local programming. Wasn't even a show. They just like randomly threw stuff in there. And TV after midnight just sucked.
Yeah.
Like if you couldn't sleep, man.
Yeah. Oh, so bad.
Well, here's the thing. But it's hard for people to understand this that are younger than us.
Yeah.
God, that makes me feel very old. Just
Yeah.
Which reminds
Get
me,
used to it.
last night it was raining really hard.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. I went to the blinds. I opened the blinds. I watched the rain.
Yeah.
And said, "God, we needed this." And I looked at Sarah Carter. And I looked at my wife, and I said, "I know. I realized what I just did.
Yep.
Holy crap!
Can't take it back.
But we really needed it." Anyway,
for sure.
It's hard for you to understand it if you're younger, because like when I say if you stayed up too late, it sucked. It's because you were really bored.
Oh,
You
yeah.
did not have the internet.
Yeah.
You didn't have like texting, and you didn't have like literally what you did was watch TV.
Yep.
And
That's all you had.
dude, if you're just sitting here watching these infomercials,
Yeah.
that's all you had.
Right. Exactly. And back in the day when it said toll free, that means you could call long distance and not get charged.
Yeah.
Well, so they say anyway.
And I wasn't alive for this,
Yeah.
but you know, my parents told me this, and Mike was telling me this, that they used to only have 3 channels.
Right.
I just physically, I can't even imagine that.
Mhm.
And then at midnight for them, it was a sign off.
Oh, yeah. White noise is what you
They
got
were
after
just,
midnight.
it was done.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Which kind of would make sense in these days. Just all your devices go white noise after midnight.
Love that idea. It's brilliant.
It'd probably be a little bit better,
It's just
to
brilliant.
be honest with you.
Like, hey, you know what? Everybody just enough.
Although I do say that, and it would suck if I were to wake up at 3 a.m. and just couldn't go back to sleep and had nothing to look
Yeah.
at.
Yeah.
So,
But
or just scrolling on Instagram.
but being a
White noise.
what's it? Not narcolepsy. Insomnia. There we go. 2 opposites.
Right.
If you're an insomniac, that's
Yeah.
how you saw these infomercials. So
Yep.
this will go ahead and tell you that I stayed up late,
Mm-hmm.
like without a doubt.
Me too.
And you know, cable TV is dying, like
Yeah.
big time dying.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad about. But some of the stuff I miss.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to you about this on the porch. There's something called shared experience.
Yeah.
So just like you were talking about, everybody shuts off.
Right.
I also feel like the reason that so many things that we talk about is nostalgic to a lot of people is because we all watch the same stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, a lot of people
Yeah.
are going to know about the infomercials that we're talking about. A lot of people know
Yeah.
about.
Having 200 channels was unheard of.
Yeah.
Absolutely unheard
And so
of.
now, you know, you might have a kid who watches this random YouTube channel
Yeah.
that this other kid's never heard of.
Right.
You know, and there's
Exactly.
so many interests that
So many.
how can you relate to? And so
Yeah.
I do feel like when we were growing up, obviously our parents had even more of a shared experience, but
Yeah.
just our generation, there was still a shared experience. Like we all watched MTV.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot be a teenager
Right.
and not watch.
Everybody know what
MTV.
TRL was.
Everybody watched TRL.
Yeah.
Everybody watched VH1 Behind the Music.
Yeah.
Like it was like. Anyway,
Yeah.
there's some stuff I really miss. So
Yeah.
today we're going to do 2 different categories
Mm-hmm.
of ranking the infomercials. We're going to do a Rushmore,
Yep.
and we'll do honorable mentions, and then
Yeah.
we're going to do a ridiculous Rushmore. So like the
Right.
infomercials that were just over the top,
Yep.
ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
However, before that, I did want to talk about 2 that didn't end up so well. These were 2 frauds that I remember.
Oh, yeah.
And I looked up a little bit of the stuff.
Yeah.
Do you remember I'm just going to play this video here.
Great legs.
Thank you.
How do you get
This
it?
is not the
Some people were
This is not the right one.
I was like, what
This
infomercial was that?
That is Suzanne Summers.
Oh, okay. Got it.
That's not what I meant to show you. What I meant to show you was, let's see.
I was like, oh, I don't remember this, but
If you've never had a reading from a real psychic, try us right now for free. Your father had a stroke at a young age, did he not?
Right.
Did you get strep throat a great deal in your late teen years?
Yes, I did.
Okay. His eyes.
That is Miss Cleo.
yep.
Call 1-800-914-6499.
Call me now for your free tarot reading.
First 3 minutes of each call free. Okay, so her thing was she was a psychic and she was full of crap.
Yep.
And in 3 years, that company made $1 billion.
Ridiculous.
But let me tell you, it said the first 3 minutes for free.
Yeah.
But the first 3 minutes people spent on hold.
Oh.
So they would wait
yeah.
on hold for 3 minutes and it'd be free.
Wow.
So when they started talking, it was $4.99 a minute in the
Sheesh.
90s.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of money back then.
$4.99 a minute,
Yep.
which is probably like $15 or $20 a minute now.
Yeah. Basically.
The average phone call costs $60. Like I just
Wow.
yeah. So she was. I know all y'all remember Miss Cleo.
Oh, yeah.
She was full of crap.
For sure.
And then this one is not 90s. It was early. I think it might have been 2000 or 2001 is when it started.
Okay.
Or somewhere in the early 2000s. But the Enzyte,
yeah.
mail enhancement. Hi, neighbor. Meet Bob.
That boy got a big old smile.
Yeah. As it turned out, that male enhancement pill had no scientific evidence at all. A company executive testified the pill's benefits were completely fabricated and admitted that the company intentionally changed or charged customers even after they canceled. Worse, employees were specifically instructed to make it as difficult as possible for unhappy customers to receive a refund.
Wow.
And then finally,
That's why it didn't work.
the founder and president. Oh yeah, the founder and president, Stephen Warshack, I think,
Okay.
was found guilty on 93 counts of conspiracy, mail fraud, bank fraud, money laundering, and was sentenced to 25 years in prison.
Dang. He failed that Warshack test.
So,
Sheesh.
moral of the story.
So he's still there.
Even though some of these things were good and fun, some of them screwed people
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
with that being said, you ready to start this Rushmore?
Let's do it.
Today's Rushmore has two parts: 90s infomercials and 90s ridiculous infomercials.
Yep.
So, dude, let's get right into it.
All right, dude.
You ready, dude?
Dude.
Bro.
Bro. So ready,
bro.
dude.
Come on, bro.
Let's bro it up.
Dude. Number 4,
Let's do this.
infomercial. Tell me what you got, my friend.
Miss Jessica Simpson. Proactive.
Wow. Was that the 90s?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Well, when she started doing it, it was 2000, but they were founded
But they found in the 90s.
in the 90s, yeah.
A day in my life is far from typical. I may be at a photo shoot, on tour, on a movie set, or just hanging out with my friends.
Proactive Solution, named Best Acne Treatment by Allure Magazine. Developed by 2 dermatologists.
I used to suffer from a skin problem, and believe me, everybody noticed, and I was embarrassed. Are you ready to have clear, gorgeous skin and feel more confident about your looks? Try Proactive. Just try it.
Here you go.
I'm looking good, aren't I?
This is from the 90s.
4 days, and I saw an immediate change. My husband said, "Oh,
Proactive.
Hey, what did you do to your face?" And I said, "Well, I don't have."
My husband said, "Hey, what did you do to your face?" What a partner you got.
Right.
Proactive. Did you use Proactive?
I was not proactive in that.
Okay.
I did not.
I used one that also did not work, which was Clearasil. You remember Clearasil?
Oh, yeah. I used Clearasil.
It just didn't work.
Nope.
Look, Clearasil has a medicated formula that foams away dirt and helps get rid of built-up oil. Cool. So pass it over, will you?
Clearasil now. Clean skin from now on.
I'm not sure Proactive worked because I didn't use it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they ever, I don't remember hearing that it was fake.
No, they still sell that mug in like I think it's Sugarloaf Mills is where they sell. They have like the machine out in the in the hallway.
Why'd you pick Proactive?
Just because I've known it for a long time, and then so I had a crush on Jessica Simpson. That's mostly the reason anyway. So
Proactive.
But yeah, I mean, it's not like it's not been with me since like teenage years, but like I just remember hearing about it constantly.
Yeah,
from her, and I knew the Biebs, Justin Bieber.
That's right. Yeah,
he was a spokesperson for it.
Proactive was a very successful.
Oh yeah,
infomercial,
big time. So
it's
part of the reason too. So.
It's like, how could you possibly watch TV back in that day and not see that commercial?
Oh yeah,
it's just not possible
for sure.
Okay, my number 4.
Do it.
My number 4. Nickelodeon magazine, please.
Oh wow,
this might like I don't know if you watched Nickelodeon then, but here's
like
this.
In the 90s. I'm sure I did.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Double Dare.
You're on a mission to get Nickelodeon magazine. It's packed with celebrity interviews and comics and photos and great stuff to collect. But only a
like at the end, only a real live grown-up.
Of course, no. It's filled with fun and interesting facts for growing minds. Unbelievable! So don't just stand there.
I used to do that all the time. I would go, Nickelodeon.
So you really want Nickelodeon magazine? How?
Oh, you'll think of something.
Oh, you'll think of something.
Nickelodeon magazine, please.
There's that number.
I wrote down
wow.
Nickelodeon magazine, please, because I thought that was a genius campaign.
Oh yeah, for
you're
sure.
Supposed to ask your parents or whatever.
Yep.
And I remember that. Oh, just Nickelodeon vibes. So,
yeah, dude. Nickelodeon had it going on for a while, man.
Totally.
They still kind of do, actually.
Yeah.
All right, Nickelodeon
dude.
football games. Those are so hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Those are funny.
What you got for number 3?
Ooh, I go back and forth with this one. Number 3 and number 2. I was like, But I'm gonna go with number 3, the Thigh Master.
Thigh Master.
Suzanne
Summers. Do you have a theme here of women in your Rushmore?
So far, I do. Yeah.
Let's pull. I have this linked.
This is probably the last one, though.
I have this linked.
To be honest with you.
Great legs.
Thank you.
How do you get them?
Some people were born with great legs, but the rest of us have to work at it. I used to do aerobics till I dropped.
Step by step,
then I found Thigh Master.
Yep.
Every single time you squeeze Thigh Master,
That's
you
right.
strengthen and tone right where you need it. So it's easy to squeeze.
Okay. We're going to turn that off for Nathan's sake.
Yep.
We don't want you to spontaneously combust.
Right. It will happen.
Dude, it's on my honorables because, like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
That was like the biggest thing in the world.
Dude, it was everywhere.
That's the biggest thing ever.
Women talked about it everywhere. And, of course, Suzanne Summers, she was super famous in the 80s and 90s.
Yes.
With both successful shows, Three's Company and then Step by Step.
Yeah.
And but I remember her as Carol in Step by Step, and I'm just like, man, it's a good looking woman still, you know.
I forgot she was in Three's Company.
Yep. So, Chrissy,
yeah.
and you know, she's obviously cute there and like super ditzy or whatever.
So I actually wrote these down in my honorable, but I think it's a good time to say it now.
Yeah.
I wrote 3 down that were specifically tailored to girls.
Okay.
But again, you didn't watch TV if you didn't see these commercials.
Right.
Like,
oh, yeah, for sure.
These 3 right here. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
At least 2 of them. There's no way you haven't heard of these. Topsy Tail.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember
the hair?
Yeah.
If you're getting bored with your hair, don't despair. Now try an exciting new look with Topsy Tail, the incredible hair fashion tool that creates stunning, unique hairstyles in just seconds. If you can make a ponytail, you can Topsy Tail. Simply place the Topsy Tail in the center of the ponytail, thread hair through the loop, and pull.
For rush delivery, call 1-800-348-1815. That's 1-800-348.
Harigami. Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah.
Again, you're not a girl, but you remember it.
In Japan, the art of folding paper is called origami. Now experience the art of folding hair with Harigami. The 30-page glamour guide has easy steps with pictures for every hairstyle.
Right, yeah.
And then the spot magic twist, where they would they put their hair in this thing and it would like braid it. But definitely Harigami and Topsy Tail.
Yeah, I remember Topsy Tail for sure.
Okay, so that was your number 3?
Yep. Thanks, Suzanne.
My number 3 is...
Are you ready for now? 17 of today's hottest superstars in one all-new Power Pack collection. Move into a new dimension with the year's biggest song.
Now that's what I call music.
Nice.
Volume 1, released in 1998. Dude.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Yep.
Did I see that commercial a lot?
Mm-hmm.
And
dude, those commercials in general.
I pulled that up prepping for this episode, and I sent it to you because I was like,
yeah,
I can't. Like, this sends me back so hard.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, man.
For those who aren't really aware of this, now that's what I call music. Again, you have to put yourself where there was no Spotify or YouTube or like you just could not access music unless you bought it.
Yep.
And so one of the things that this company did is the old school playlist. I mean, that's what this was.
Yeah, it was.
They came out with a curated CD of the top songs.
Yep.
And it came as a
pop
CD.
hits.
You know, it was like pre-burned CD. It's like the very first quote unquote burned CD, the very first playlist.
Yeah, basically.
And you would watch it on TV and people would buy it.
Yep.
You know?
And I think they still make them.
Really?
I think so.
You know what else is like now? Is Kids Bop.
Oh, yeah.
Same
for
sort
sure.
of thing.
Yep.
Know?
Or Wow Worship.
Yeah, Wow Worship. Oh, my God. Wow Worship.
Yep. I don't think those came out until the 2000s, but that was a real thing.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
They had to match.
Did you feel the mountains tremble?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God.
Delirious, right?
Delirious.
Yeah.
Did you feel the mountains tremble? Did you hear the oceans roar? Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Wow Worship.
Wow Worship.
Dude, that was, I wasn't ready for that. Okay.
I didn't think about it until now, until you start doing the now stuff.
That was my number 3. Number 2,
oh
Mr. Nathan Cooley. Go.
If you didn't have this in one of your kitchens,
how many?
If you didn't have one of these in your kitchen, yeah, I was like, wow, I've been watching too many YouTube.
Both
mentions.
of my top 2 are kitchen things, so I'm kind of wondering what your number 2 is.
Number 2, Ginsu
knives. Oh my gosh, that one was everywhere.
Yep. I was like, man, I really do want to cut a Coke can and then still have the sharpness to cut a tomato.
The legendary Ginsu knife. It was the sharpest value in the history of television. But you ain't seen nothing yet. Introducing the next generation. Ginsu World Class.
World Class.
This is from 1992,
the finest knife in the world.
You mean finer than our famous English knives? Finer than our German knives?
Yes, even finer.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, Ginsu knives. Classic.
Dude, that was like one of, and then like they were showing you proof of how it could cut through basically anything.
Yes.
And we never got one, but I know my parents were just like, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like, not only was it funny, but they had proof that it could like cut through almost anything.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a nice looking knife. Maybe we need that.
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, I remember that being that, and like talking about that at school.
Yeah.
And that, and just like with your classmates, you'd be like, man, did you get the Ginsu? I was like, no, but I want it though.
That's awesome, dude. You could freaking cut through a car. a whole car.
Yeah. It cut a building in half.
All right. My number 2.
So both of these are in the kitchen?
Yeah. So my number 2.
A woman.
I knew you were going to say that.
I know.
I knew it.
I'd say it too. I'm sorry.
He doesn't mean it.
No.
Okay. So my number 2 is kind of like your proactive in the sense that it came out in the late 90s, like 98 or something like that.
Right.
Which same thing with Now I'll Call Music.
Yeah.
Just go ahead, set it, and forget it. Rotisserie chicken.
Oh.
Showtime.
My goodness.
So many of this giant audience are on the new Showtime Rotisserie Diet program.
I lost 24 pounds in 30 days.
10 pounds in 30 days.
Not 1, but 2 delicious 5-pound chickens. An 8-pound mouth-watering pork loin roast.
I'll put it in the machine. I'll slide it back, put up the window. You set it and... Right.
Anyway.
$39.99.
My parents got one. I think my granddad bought us one.
Oh, really?
And dude, when we first started doing that rotisserie, oh my God.
Yeah.
It was the coolest thing.
Yeah, dude. That was another.
Just set it and forget
it. We never got the rotisserie. But I remember people having it and they're like, "Oh, rotisserie's the best," you know. Yeah. It's the new way to cook some chicken or whatever you're going to cook. And I think it was mostly meant for chicken.
We had that forever.
Did you?
We had that device forever.
Yep.
But anyway,
now you can get them at Publix.
It's my number 2
or Walmart. Rotisseries everywhere.
Yep.
Or the chickens anyway.
So for number 1, is this
in the kitchen
have anything to do with a pro athlete?
It does.
Okay. So I think we might have.
I figured.
Yeah.
I figured.
All right. So
this was like the most.
Let's do
famous.
Let's do honorable mentions first, though.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors. You ready?
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Nathan had scissors. I had paper.
This was another knife set. The Kitchen Wizard.
Kitchen Wizard.
2 payments of $19.99. But wait, there's more. We'll give you these 5 other knives for free.
Yep.
Booyah. Also another kitchen thing. Miracle Blade.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
So, and that's all I have for honorable mentions.
Oh, okay. I didn't
do a whole list.
Too much research on this, so I have a lot.
All right, let's hear them.
So
you're probably going to bring me back.
First one, Magic Bullet. This is early 2000s, but it felt like the 90s.
Okay.
Back to guitar. Freaking Esteban. Remember Esteban? The guy with the long fingernail?
Oh, yeah.
Actual sound of guitar.
Zorro.
I used to watch that all the time. But again, I don't think that counts because I don't think it's technically in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
Oh, dude, yeah.
That blonde hair
that
nerdy kid.
Yeah.
The Super Slicer.
Okay.
The Snack Master, like the sandwich press.
Oh, yeah.
My parents had one of those.
Yep.
Thigh Master.
Yeah.
Susan Summers. Marvin's Magic Drawing Board. Do you remember this?
Wait.
Are you ready to have some fun? Well, now you can create colorful works of art in just seconds.
Dude, takes me back, my friend.
Never had that either.
Freaking Hooked on Phonics.
Oh, my gosh. Works for me.
Hooked on Phonics worked for me.
I wonder if, like... Well, speaking of Hooked on Phonics, where there's a will, there's an A. You remember that? John Ritter used to do those commercials, which is funny because Suzanne Summers and him were on Three's Company together.
Yeah.
But he did where there's a will, there's an A.
Oh, okay.
And I think that may have been a different thing. I don't know. I'm not sure. But
Hi, I'm John Ritter. And if you have children in high school or college, I'd like to talk to you about their grades. That's why every high school and college student in America should get the cassette seminar where there's a will, there's an A.
My grade point average has gone from a 2.1 to a 3.4.
Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-543-1013. Have your credit card available when you call.
I can't remember if that's 90s or what.
Total Gym, Chuck Norris.
Oh, yeah.
That was
sure.
everywhere.
Yep.
I think that was 90s.
Hi, I'm Chuck Norris. I'm here with the beautiful and pregnant Christy Brinkley.
4 months, and I feel great, thanks to my Total Gym.
But with the Total Gym, you can isolate your arms.
Look, with the Total Gym, I can work my abs, my thighs, my hips, and my butt all at the same time.
Yeah.
I actually did put proactive in here.
Okay.
And that's it for my honorables. So now we do number 1.
Nice.
We're going to do 3, 2, 1, and then say it at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Our number 1 90s infomercial is 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only
George Foreman Grill.
Slants. You put your food in and the grease rolls down. And because of the slanting of it, the fat rolls down. It's different. This machine knocks out the fat.
Nancy Nelson.
Oh, hi, everybody. Thank you so much. And hello to you. I am so excited to be here. It's called the Lean, Mean, Fat-Reducing Grilling Machine.
This was the one infomercial that we fell for and we got.
Same.
But it was good.
Dude, I
liked it a lot.
If you're not familiar with it, that would be surprising.
Yeah.
But if you're not, it was a grill and it had like a grease tray at the bottom and it was slanted a little bit. So as the burger cooked, the grease went down the hill and landed in the grease tray.
Yep.
And it's supposed to be way better for you.
Yep. And you can cook it inside.
You can cook it inside.
The only grill you can cook inside. Well, that I know of anyway.
Cooked so much stuff on that thing.
Yeah, I did too.
Like grilled cheese.
We used it a lot.
Like, but definitely.
Oh yeah, grilled cheese was good on that mug for sure.
We used the heck out of the George Foreman
panini.
Grill.
Of course, I didn't know what
I remember that
was
one
back
commercial that it was like a whole 30-minute thing.
Oh yeah,
and he had like all his kids in there. He's like, "This is George 1, this is George 2, this is George 3, this is George 4, and this is George 5."
4 boys named George Edward Foreman. George Jr., Little George the third. This is George 4 and George 5. They're all named George Edward Foreman. That's why we're at home. You don't call them by name. You just cook, and they come.
Oh, dude, yeah. Man.
All right. Let's do our ridiculousness one. I think I was a little too aggressive with thinking we could do all this in one. So let's go ahead and do them.
Oh, okay. All right.
I guess
Sound good to
let's
me.
do this a little bit differently so we can do it faster. Why don't you go through all of your ridiculous ones and then I'll go through all of mine.
Okay.
Kind of like we do honorables.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, ridiculous ones. Here we go. What was his name? Billy Miles? The guy that used to, well, he's passed away since then, but he used to yell. Basically used to yell the product. But he used, one of his products was OxyClean. And he'd like have this big old bowl with like, it looked like a soda or something, but he'd pour a little OxyClean and then stir his hand in and it would become water. So I was like, man, that mug's Jesus, bro. Crazy.
Watch this. Watch the power of Mother Nature. Watch this. It goes right into there. And look at it. My hands are in there. Immediately, the OxyClean, remember, it knows only one thing to do. Attack stains.
So OxyClean was my number 4.
Yeah.
Number 3, the potty putter.
Yes. Potty putter's on mine because that is just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's just like, it's in.
Yeah.
You basically putt 3 inches.
Yes.
And then you made it.
You can have more time to practice your putting with the Potty Putter, the amazing new toilet time golf game that lets you practice your putting on the potty.
The second one was, I put it up there because the name was funny. Tiddy Bear.
Tiddy Bear's on mine. Tiddy Bear's on mine. Everyone should know this is spelled Tiddy.
Yeah.
But it was a real thing.
Yep.
Called the Tiddy Bear. And it was basically a stuffed animal bear that you put on your seatbelt to protect your chest.
Yeah.
I actually have.
And take away the shoulder rubbing of the seatbelt.
Actually, here's the commercial.
Does the shoulder strap in your car cut into your shoulder? When you travel, is your shoulder strap too tight and annoying?
Introducing the Tiddy Bear. That's Tiddy Bear. The cute little guy that eliminates all those irritating shoulder strap problems. Designed to make driving more comfortable. The Tiddy...
You just can't. You can't make that up.
It's the best wind up.
Okay.
And just hit it out of the park.
Just so you know, that was definitely my number 2. All right.
Okay.
What's your number 1?
Oh, and we mentioned her before. It was Miss Cleo.
So ridiculous.
Miss Cleo's number 1.
So ridiculous.
And you heard her. Everybody knew about her too.
The only 2 I have left are the phone relief hands-free headset. Where it was like this actual phone receiver that was like Velcroed to your head. It is the most awkward looking thing.
Ridiculous, bro.
He is talking on the phone, getting out of hand. Look out! You need phone relief. The ultimate in hands-free phone design. Watch. Simply attach the special double back fastener to any phone. Then attach the phone relief headset. It's that easy.
Wow.
Hands-free, pain-free.
Look at this guy.
You'll wonder how you ever lived without it.
So massive.
It's perfect for remotes. Now talk hands-free anywhere, anytime. Office work is a pain.
So that one's ridiculous, right?
That is pretty ridiculous.
And then the other one, this is the most ridiculous thing ever, and I think it should end the show.
All right.
So this is called the Flow. Came out in 1991.
All right.
It's an exercise device.
Okay.
And this is an infomercial, and we're just going to watch the whole thing.
All right.
So here you go.
Okay. Wow.
Oh my God.
I got a song for it and everything.
How would you describe this to the audience that's listening? Just look up the Flow.
Yeah.
FLO.
It's like you put a ball in your jump rope.
Look at
you don't jump. Michael McDonald.
I know, dude.
Oh, that's that PCH you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie Lee. I think this is on the Wild Worship CD.
It's My Body's My Friend. Wow. This is the lamest thing I've ever seen in my life.
With the theme song.
All right. My body's my friend. Wow. There you go. We did it.
Yeah.
90s infomercials.
Oh my gosh. What a way to end it.
And shout out to my wife.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah Carter. She
Her
recommended this topic, and we loved it.
Well done.
Super fun.
Follow us, Sarah Carter.
Hers
Hit that
was,
like button.
Hers was like hers was like Flowman or something. Let's see.
What do you mean?
Floam.
Oh, yeah.
That was hers.
I remember that.
And the Magic Bullet.
Okay.
She used to like a lot. This is the Floam.
Right.
So, well,
yep.
That'll do it for us, folks.
Another one I saw was the male body pillow for girls. It was basically just like a torso of a guy, and it had one arm, and it would cuddle her.
That is ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, it was the best thing ever.
All right, y'all. So pick up the phone now and call 1-800-800-8000.
Call me now for your free tarot rod read. And it's the Twerk Ethics Show. It's the Twerk Ethics